We're going to make a start, and we're going to begin by me asking the QMS students, parents, and community guests to please stand. Please stand. And welcome the people who pour their hearts and minds into educating our students, the QMS teaching faculty and support staff. And I'd now like to invite the platform party forward into their positions. We have the Director of Academics, Senior School, Dr. Graham Smith, the Head of School, Mr. Robertson, and the Chair of the Board, Ms. Delury. Please join me in welcoming them. And now, after successfully navigating their final year of high school, please join me in welcoming the graduating class of 2025. Thank you. Please have a seat. I would just make sure that there are enough seats for the grads. Might need to shift over one. What a pleasure it is to gaze out at a myriad of faces. With so many in attendance, we had to rent a second tent to ensure the weather played a lesser role on this occasion. And for those of you sitting towards the back, under these relatively low roofs, I hope you can at least hear me, even if you can't quite see me. And for some of you, that might be a win-win. We take a moment as a community to reflect on where we are and the beautiful land around us and beneath us. For millennia, it has been the homeland of the Halalt, the Liaxan, the Malahat, and the Kowatsan people before they were displaced, enduring successive generations of suffering at the hands of settler systems. We're grateful for their long-standing and loving stewardship of these lands and to be able to live a happy and fulfilling life in the Cowichan Valley and to enjoy our campus here at QMS. Whether you're here in person or watching this recording from your home, welcome to our 2025 Speech Day Awards ceremony. In sharing this special moment, we honor and celebrate the culmination of another superb school year and recognize so many efforts and achievements. We will start together and join our senior concert band and choir members who will lead us in singing O Canada. Please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. I would now like to invite the head of school, Mr. David Robertson, forward.
Good morning, everyone. What an absolute pleasure to be standing here. Those of you who know me know that I'm a little bit of an early bird these days. So if I tell you it was raining at 4:20, then you'll get the gist. I was in here absorbing this campus for the last time in this role, but more of that later. It's my great pleasure to welcome our board members here. And we have Bruce Monroe. I'll ask you to stand, please. Bruce Monroe, Shara Collette, Ryan Smith, and John Gard Cole. Now, is there anyone that I've missed? Please join me in thanking them for all the work that they do. Thank you. Thank you. As I introduce the chair of that board, I'd like to dwell for a moment or two on the person we're all so fortunate to have had in that role for the last 7 years. Mary DeLury is very deliberately an understated leader who absolutely never seeks the limelight. But she has amazing strength and depth and a full range of leadership qualities, believe me. Some of us may have enjoyed leading roles in this QMS movie of the last 5 or 6 years, but make no mistake who the incredibly collaborative director was, and that was Mary. Much of Mary's work goes unseen by most of you, but please know that QMS would not be the place it is today without Mary DeLury. She is the reason, the single reason I came out of retirement. She's also the reason that 3 months, I think we agreed on 3 months at the beginning, Mary. 3 months became 63 months, and 5 and a bit years in total. I just want to take this opportunity publicly to recognize the enormous role that Mary has played. I want to thank her for her leadership and her friendship. And did I mention that wicked sense of humor? It's my great pleasure to call up Mary DeLury, Chair of the Board.
Thank you, Dave. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Speech Day, and thank you for being here to celebrate this special occasion. On behalf of the whole QMS Board of Governors, I want to congratulate all of our students on completing another successful year. Your hard work and growth have been inspiring to witness. We are deeply grateful to our exceptional teachers and staff who guide and support our students every step of the way. A special thank you to our retiring head of school, Dave Robertson, for his leadership and unwavering commitment to this community. To the families, parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends, thank you for your love, encouragement, and ongoing support. You're an essential part of each student's journey. At QMS, you're not just gaining knowledge, you're building meaningful relationships. These connections with peers, teachers, and staff form the heart of our community and will stay with you long after you leave this campus. To our graduates, as you head into your next chapter, know that you carry this community with you. The friendships and experiences you've made here will continue to shape your journey. Congratulations to our class of 2025 and to all of our students and staff for an outstanding year. I am so proud of us. Thank you.
Typically, I'd invite David Robertson forward to deliver his speech day address, but in the interest of trying to do the right thing, we've arranged a few voices to pay tribute to his service as head of school and to recognize his values-based contributions during his leadership at QMS. Please join me in welcoming Adele Bartfay, and Michael Vroom is going to come up as a support as well, and Carter Zubak up to the podium. As they make their way forward, we've been guided by the school's values in action, and Adele in a moment, who's in grade 7, will speak to the value of being kind. Carter Zubak in grade 12 will speak to being curious. I will then speak to being brave, and Mary DeLury will speak to being you. I'm now going to pass over to Adele. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Adele, and I'm in grade 7, and I've been attending QMS since preschool. This morning, I'll be speaking about how Mr. Robertson embodies the QMS value of be kind. Every morning for the last 5 years, he and I have said good morning. This small moment every day lets me know that he cares. Mr. Robertson has also shown me the value of kindness by treating the grade 7s to dilly bars and by supporting our musical productions and concerts. Mr. Robertson supports the junior school with all our events and fundraisers. He enjoys participating in all school-wide activities and spirit days, including his epic Halloween costumes. Thank you, Mr. Robertson, for helping and supporting this school.
Thank you, Adele. Mr. Monroe, if you want to fill the shoes as head, that introduction might need to be a bit longer. Be curious, a motto that is engraved into the school's values. A strong creative leader in Mr. David Robertson, aka DBR, is and will forever be a confident edge that QMS can say they had. With his famous lines like, "How good would it be if," and "I wonder who would be interested in a different kind of experience," were the lines he'd say before he envisioned his innovative ideas. Under his care, we started to see the school grow rapidly over the years, with new additions like the sports hall, fitness center, OG building, naming of the Crookshank Fountain, and many other creative campus add-ons. He also grew and supported many of the programs. Model UN and the film program were introduced to bring more creative minds to the school. We've also seen massive growth within our sports programs, bringing home island championship titles and provincial champions. This has raised the bar at QMS while leaving a positive effect on everyone here. He kept the curiosity flowing with his 10-minute stories that he shared in chapel. By doing this, he gave the students a chance to question and wonder about their futures after QMS. He supported creative student and faculty initiatives. If someone had an idea or passion, he'd listen, encourage, and endorse the idea because he was interested to explore the possibilities here. Mr. Robertson, your effect on the students in the school will always be here. For your unique curiosity, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the school. For your years of service and all your contributions to the school, your legacy will endure forever. Thank you.
It's a bit taller than you, Carter. For Christmas 2020, DBR gave me a book entitled First, Break All the Rules. I thought it was a questionable choice, but trusted he had my best interests at heart and had no intention of me facilitating the deputy head role from behind bars in the local police station. A few pages into the book, I was chuckling at why he picked it, because the messaging within mirrored some of his strongest leadership qualities. We live in a world surrounded by conventional wisdom, where behaviors are shaped by the expectations of society and where judgments are often guided by policy, procedure, and best practices. When I consider the enduring theme of David Robertson's headship, it is his desire to challenge the status quo, to be a bit of a rebel, and to seek the merits of an unconventional approach. As he boldly stated, we're not interested in best practices, we want better practices. The hallmark of his search to do things differently is reflected in our programs of distinction, such as culinary arts, the Alton Gillingham approach in the junior school, the medical sciences course, and the impending automobile restoration program, to name but a few. To do things differently, To walk a different path requires you to overcome fear. It could be the fear of where that path might lead, or the fear of how people will respond to your ideas. In life, our fears can slow our progress and stifle our creativity, and I'd like to recognize how DBR has always found the confidence to overcome these fears, to express his true colors, and to demonstrate courage. The courage to have tough conversations. The courage to admit when he's wrong. The courage to let others take the lead. And the courage to say when a behavior doesn't belong. The courage to cry at events. The courage to move through doubt. The courage to hire for character. The courage to engage in bureaucratic bouts. The courage to hug a student. The courage to sit on a horse. The courage to mend a relationship. The courage to let time run its course. The courage to take on new challenges. The courage to give people a second chance. The courage to embrace a changing world. The courage to look in the mirror and say, let's dance. DBR, I know how much learning, young people, and this community means to you, and I know how much you love this school. I'll finish by sharing a quote from the pilot, philosopher, and writer Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, who wrote in his novella Le Petit Prince, "If you want to build a ship, don't drum up people to collect wood, and don't assign them tasks and work, but rather teach them to long for the endless immensity of the sea." Above all else, as you've inspired QMS towards a greater vision, you've continually role modeled this value of being brave. Thank you for your unconventional approach and for your undying service to this great school. Mary.
Hello again. Hi, Dave. Did you think that was all I was going to say about you? Today is a time to celebrate our past year's achievements, and it's also a moment to say thank you to a man who has shaped this school in consistent and deeply human ways, Mr. Dave Robertson. But before I speak about Dave, I want to introduce our final QMS value, be you. 2 small words. Sounds simple, but it's the work of a lifetime. Be yourself. The truth is, it's not always easy, especially when it means standing alone, especially when it's uncomfortable, or let's be honest, not very popular. Sometimes being you means speaking up when it would be easier to stay silent. Sometimes it means sitting beside someone who's hurting. Sometimes it means walking your own path, even when no one else is on it. As Brené Brown says, integrity is choosing courage over comfort, choosing what is right over what is fun, fast, or easy, and choosing to practice your values rather than simply professing them. That's the kind of being you that I'm talking about. At QMS, we talk a lot about becoming who you are. Becoming is messy, imperfect, vulnerable, but it's also powerful. Because when you really show up as yourself, not as who others want you to be, you give others permission to do the same. And now let's talk about someone who does just that, Mr. Dave Robertson. Dave came to QMS when we needed steadiness, wise leadership. He had to lead us through a pandemic. He didn't tell us who he was, he showed us through story, lots of stories, through kindness, and through courage. It took a lot of courage for Dave to come here to QMS. And yes, through YouTube, into our homes before we'd even met him. Dave, you have a way of getting people moving in the same direction. Whether it's cheering on our athletes to our first provincial title, supporting the arts, and even joining in on stage, or simply reminding us that there's always time for a story. You believe in QMS, and more importantly, you believe in its people. Your legacy isn't just in strategic plans or facilities that you helped build. It's in the students you encouraged. It's in the teachers and staff that you brought together, and in the culture you helped create, not through force, but by being yourself and by showing up. You and Lynn have shown us what loyalty, commitment, and leadership really look like. So on behalf of the QMS Board of Governors and everyone at QMS, I want to say thank you for your steady optimism, your leadership, and for you being exactly who you are. We are deeply grateful. Not done. And I want to say a few more things to our graduates. You were partway through grade 7 when Mr. Robertson started at QMS, and you had the privilege of your entire senior years with him. As you step into this next chapter, you don't need to become someone else to belong. You just need the courage to be you. There'll be moments ahead when it feels risky, when blending in feels safer than standing out. Choose yourself anyway. The world doesn't need more fitting in. It needs people with courage to live real, imperfect, and wholehearted lives. So here's what I wish for you. More than applause, more than praise, it's that you stay true to who you are, even when it's hard, even when it's unpopular, even when no one is watching. Because when you live in alignment with your truth, you don't just change your life, you change the world around you. So be curious, be kind, be brave, but most of all, be you. Congratulations again to the class of 2025, and congratulations to you, Dave, on your well-deserved retirement. Thank you so very much.
So it's time to begin our awards ceremony, and in order to help proceedings run smoothly, I'd ask the students to please take a moment just to look around and assess which aisle or edge of row you're closest to. If you're called up for an award, let's say, for example, Rui Wang, you'd stand up and, taking the shortest route from your seat, proceed up either the right-hand or the left-hand steps. DBR is going to grab an award and be one of the presenters here. Head along in front here of the podium. Loves the Kurt Hahn jug. Shake the presenter's hand, receive your award, and look to the camera that's at the front right corner of the tent. And then you're going to head down the steps on the right-hand side and hand your award to Ms. Horner and Mr. Last over there. And often the awards, you'll have a keeper for the award. And then at the end of the ceremony, you can you can have a photograph over at the QMS sort of wall just beyond the TLC. Rui, great work. Thank you very much. Round of applause for Rui. If you're part of a group, please stand up when your name is called and then come forward and wait, sometimes waiting by the right-hand steps to ensure that you come up to the stage in the order that the group was listed. Mr. Emil will be on hand to prompt you. Key detail, seeing as the certificates have been arranged in order in advance. For all awards, we'll clap the winners up as well as back down after the photo. Let's begin. I'd like to invite Mr. Emil, Director of Student Life, to present the first series of Citizenship Awards. Just give Mr. Emil a quick hand as he comes up. To begin with a service pin presentation to recognize a student who we missed in the ceremony on Tuesday for her commitment to service during this academic year and for completing 209 service hours. Congratulations to Doris Wen. Courtesy cups awarded to a student or to students who show courtesy towards their classmates and staff. The grade 8 to 9 courtesy cup is awarded to Isabel Jeglum. The grade 10 to 12 courtesy cup is awarded to Maggie Preston. The graduating class of 96 Helping Hand Award is received by the student or students who, in the opinion of the current grade 12 class, has or have been especially helpful towards other students at any level of the school. This year, the winner is Isabel Wan. The Mutter Cup for sportsmanship is awarded to the student who demonstrates fairness, self-control, courage, and persistence. This year, it is awarded to Rose Wu. Just a reminder as well, if you are seated on this side of the tent, you're welcome to use the steps on that side of the stage as well if you'd like. The Bruce Hicks Public Service Award is presented in perpetuity in honour of the 15th anniversary of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms and awarded to the student or students who show a real concern for others. The winner is Yukari Stevenson. Thank you, Mr. Emile. I'd now like to invite Ms. Smith, our Director of Athletics, to present our athletic awards. The Athlete of the Year award is given to the student who's demonstrated consistent and exceptional performance, leadership, and sportsmanship. The recipient serves as a role model and positively influences their teammates. There are 2 per category. The Grade 8 Athletes of the Year are Sarah Lynn and Alonso Chacon Valdez. The year, the Junior Athletes of the Year are Elsie Jones and Braden Zubak. The Athletic Leadership Award is given to a student who's exemplified excellent leadership skills, supporting and enhancing our QMS athletic community through their efforts. This year's winner is Rui Wang. The Royals Award, I'm sure if you could hear me, goes to a grade 10. Third time's a charm. The Coaches Award is given to a grade 10 to 12 student who exhibits a combination of passion, respect, role modeling, commitment, and work ethic. This year's winner is Mike Chen. The Jan Green All-Round Excellence in Sports Trophy. This is awarded to a student who's excelled in a variety of sports, positively influencing the QMS athletics program. This year, it is awarded to Elsie Jones. Thank you, Ms. Smith. I'd now like to invite Ms. Dobie, our Director of Equestrian, to present the Equestrian Awards. The Glide Trophy, given at the discretion of the Equestrian Leadership Team to a senior rider who has demonstrated outstanding achievement in all aspects of the equestrian program. This year, it is awarded to Julie Wynne Smith. The Chris Williams Spurs Trophy, awarded to an outstanding equestrian citizen who exemplifies sportsmanship, horsemanship, and academic excellence. This year, it is awarded to Hannah Blair Smith. The Overseas Old Margaretian Association Trophy, an honour roll student who's demonstrated poised performance in equestrian competition. This year's winner is Poppy Garrett-Cole. the Shirley Burr Equestrian Scholarship, awarded to riders who demonstrate a strong desire to learn, commitment and passion for the sport, and who actively engage as members of the QMS equestrian community. There are 5 winners in this category: Tenley Blackler, Alexa Erickson, Poppy Garrett-Cole, Bianca Grant, and Rowan Picard. A half-lease scholarship is awarded to a deserving rider in the school equestrian program who's shown compassion and care for their equine partners and ongoing commitment to the improvement and their dedication to the sport of riding at QMS. This scholarship has been generously donated by Amber Blair and David Smith, along with Ellen and Mark Brown. This year, it is awarded to Emily Ephraimson. The Dr. Fritz Holmes Scholarship is a year's worth of standard veterinary care and $250 towards a SITS show. This year, it is awarded to Maeve Sturgis. Thank you, Ms. Dobie. I'd now like to invite Dr. Graham Smith, Director of Academics, to present the academic and co-curricular awards. The Amara Armstrong Award for Creativity and Innovation is an award which recognizes a student in our Grade 9 project-based learning program who has consistently engaged with each project with enthusiasm, commitment, and curiosity. The recipient has demonstrated resilience in the face of challenges and has shown exceptional creativity, collaboration, and an innovative mindset throughout their learning journey. This year's winner is Amelia Koshinsky. The Filmmakers Achievement Award. This Producer of the Year award is awarded to the student who's demonstrated an outstanding achievement in film production. This year's winner is Jason Cheng. The Technology and Media Arts Trophy, awarded to the student who has consistently produced outstanding works of creativity in digital film production. This year's winner is Leon Tsuboy. The Discovery Trophy for creative exploration and innovation in the visual arts. This year's winner is Zhongyan Qian. The Excellence in Visual Arts Trophy, awarded to a grade 11 or 12 student for commitment to excellence in the visual arts. This year, it is awarded to Tommy Gu. The Drama Speaks of Life Trophy for the grade 8 or 9 student who has contributed in a substantial way to the drama program. This year's winner is Saoirse McDowell. The Without Effort There Is No Reward Trophy, awarded for outstanding commitment and effort in a dramatic endeavour. This year's winner is Chloe Pine-Mercier. The Challenge Trophy, a recognition in theatre arts for outstanding leadership. The winner this year is Alex Wayne Winterholt. The St. Cecilia's Cup for all-round musicianship is awarded to Madison Wright. Cochrane Cup of Cooperation in Music for those students who've shown cooperation amongst themselves in either choir, band, or general music classes. There are 2 recipients. This year's winners are Ella Anins and Yujia Chen. The Cantabile Shield for outstanding contribution to choral music. This year's winner is Haruka Nishikawa. The QMS MVP Debater Trophy for excellence in debating is awarded to a student who exudes grounded, well-researched reasoning and demonstrates strong public speaking skills. The winner is Sophia Becerra Wilson. The QMS Model UN Commitment Award, awarded to a graduating student or students who've made significant contributions to the Model United Nations program at Queen Margaret School. They must exhibit decorum and diplomacy and show leadership in both delegate and dais roles. This year's winner is Clara van Mueswinkel. The Creative Writing Award. This $500 bursary award is for a student in grade 9 to 11 who shows a passion for writing and shows promise in their writing abilities. This year's winner is Saoirse McDowell. First in Class Awards, which are $500 scholarships for returning students in grade 8 to 11 with the highest academic average in their top 4 academic courses, including English. There are 4 winners in this category, and we'll have a group photo on the top step. In grade 8, the winner is Charlotte Irving. In grade 9, the winner is Supriya Pahar. In grade 10, the winner is Clara Lake. In grade 11, the winner is Isabel Wan. McAllister Award for Passion in History. This $1,000 bursary is awarded for a student in grade 9 to 11 who shows a passion for the study of history. This year, it is awarded to Supriya Paha. The Mace Shield for Mathematics is awarded to a grade 12 student with the highest mark in calculus and math combined. This year, it is awarded to Harry Lynn. The Barnes Shield for Science is awarded to a grade 12 student and is comprised of a combination of the highest marks and excellent performance in all 3 senior sciences. This year, it is awarded to Wakako Hagiwara. Thank you, Dr. Smith. I'd now like to invite Mr. Plater, our Director of Boarding, to present next. The QMS International Student Scholarship. The recipient of this $500 scholarship must be a returning international student who has attended QMS for at least 1 year. They must hold a B+ average or above, must be highly motivated, must contribute broadly, and must actively participate in the school community. This year's winner is Heidi He. The Boarding Shield. This is awarded to the boarding student who demonstrates the ability to cross the cultural boundaries and interact with all boarding students. They show consistent and strong participation in boarding activities and must demonstrate warmth, patience, and compassion to fellow boarders. This year's winner is Jewel Magistrado. Strong work, Mr. Plater. Heads of the boarding houses play crucial leadership roles, and as we transition to a new year, it brings me great pleasure to announce the heads of Gagan and Denny House for the 2025-2026 school year. They will come forward and collect their house plaque. The head of Gagan House will be Carolina Bloda Souza. Unfortunately, Carolina can't join us today, but we thought we'd give Mr. Plater the workout in any case. The head of Denny House will be Darren Lynn. Thank you, Mr. Plater. I'd now like to invite Mary Delury, our chair of the board, to present our School Community and Citizenship Awards. And I know the head of school would like to say a few words to introduce the Community Link Award.
Thank you, Andrew. The QMS Community Link Award is a way for our community to recognize adult volunteers for their undeniable contributions and to honor those who, by their demonstrated commitment and example, inspire others to engage in volunteer service for the school. I will read the submission by those who nominated this year's winner. This year's winner was voted on by the chair of the PA, the chair of the board, and the director of communications. Normally we talk about the winner, what the winner has done, without revealing the identity of the winner. However, this one is pretty difficult to do that for, because as soon as I tell you some of the details and tell you that she is the ultimate volunteer, the first thing she did when we came to QMS in the pandemic was volunteer to do duty in the boarding house. She did that for 2 or 3 years. Volunteer to do costumes and help with a myriad of details with every show that we've ever done here since. We're surrounded continually by bits of costumes, full costumes, wonderfully colourful costumes, fluffy bits that I have to clean up afterwards. But really, seriously, Lynn has spent hours and hours, whole weekends, in making sure that these shows could be as impressive as possible. She's also adept at baking treats and bread for all sorts of people. She's constantly showing up with Timbits for the staff and the kitchen and so on and so on. And as she occasionally complains when she's upset with me, and I do it all for free, I don't get paid. That's only occasionally though. So I've had the joy of having this beautiful person in my life for 51 years and as my partner for 47. The Community Link Award this year goes to Lynn Robertson.
Thank you, DBR. The QMS Escric Award for Initiative. This recipient is a student who, through their actions, embodies initiative, be that social, green, or service related. This year's winner is Hannah Kodrick. I saw Hannah this morning. If she comes back, yeah. I'll just shuffle the order a bit for a moment. We will come back to the QMS Escrick Award for Initiative. The Murdoch Service Award, given to someone who's demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to service throughout the year. This year's winner is Isabel Wan. QMS Escrick Award for Initiative. This recipient is a student who, through their actions, embodies initiative, be that social, green, or service related. This year's winner is Hannah Kodrick. The Endeavour Cup, awarded to a student who demonstrates perseverance and a consistently excellent work ethic. This year's winner is Oceana Jarvis. UMA Legacy Centennial Scholarships. The recipient or recipients will be heritage students who fully immerse themselves in many aspects of school life here at QMS. They will embrace the values that the founders held so dear, such as compassion, commitment, service, and fortitude. This year's winners are Kaylee McGregor and Supriya Paha. Thank you, Mr. Lurie. I'd now like to invite Mr. Robertson to present our final round of Academic and Citizenship Awards. Honours with Distinction Awards. In grades 8 and 9, Honours with Distinction is awarded to students who've achieved 5 extending grades, 3 of which must be in their core academic classes. The student must be proficient in all other classes. We will have a grade 8 and 9 group photograph, so once you receive your award, please line up on the top grass step. In grade 8, Honours with Distinction is awarded to 4 students. Please come up in the order your names are called. Isabella Aristzabal, Charlotte Irving, Hugo Fizi, and Leila Said. In grade 9, honors with distinction is awarded to 4 students: Amelia Koshinsky, Lachlan McGregor, Mael Michaud, and Supriya Paha. In grades 10 to 12, honors with distinction are awarded to students who have achieved a 92% or above average in their top 4 academic courses, including English. Please hold your applause until I've called each group forward. We will take a photograph of each grade group individually. In grade 10, honors with distinction is awarded to the following students: Hannah Blair Smith, Isabella Dale, Alice Elliott, Finn Fuchs, Heidi He, Serena Kula, Clara Lake, Lauren Moylanen, Rowan Picard, Yuki Shinomi, Naya Swami, and Ray Yang. In grade 11, honors with distinction is awarded to the following students. I'm going to call one group up first, and then I'll call the second group. We'll have them together on 2 different levels. Honors with distinction: Andrew Bayan, Sedona Bond, Ethan Chen, Tyler Chen, Wendy Cheng, Lily Ellis, Jasper Edwards, Esteban Guadarrama Reolt, Sarah Hagan, Hikaru Haneoka, Noah Helmke, Ron Ho, and Fisher Ingledew. And also in grade 11, honors with distinction is awarded to Hannah Kodrick, Abigail Lapointe, Eliana Linson-Graham, Kaylee McGregor, Sierra Preekshot, Yukari Stevenson, Maeve Sturgis, Jula Sun, Leon Suboy, Layla Walker, Isabel Wan, and Tegan Yakimowicz. In grade 12, Honours with Distinction is awarded to the following students. I shall announce them in two groups like the grade 11s. Sophia Becerra Wilson, Claire Balding, Mike Chen, Jason Cheng, Wakako Hagiwara, Charlie Huang, Jenny Jiang, Delphine Coyote, Emily Kula, Stephen Lee, Harry Lin. Honours with Distinction is also awarded to Ryan Ng, Haruka Nishikawa, Marcus Palmer, Junyan Xian, Clara van Mueswinkel, Rui Wang, Alex Wayne Winterholt, Doris Wen, Rose Wu, Jian Xie, Yan Yanis Yan. The Beverly Harrison Cup for Senior Scholarship. This is awarded to the grade 11 student with the highest academic average in all courses. The top academic student in grade 11 is Jula Sun. The Governor General's Award, the student who holds the highest average of all classes taken in both grade 11 and grade 12. The top academic student in grade 12 is Jason Cheng. The Kurt Hahn All-Rounder Award. This beautiful trophy is presented annually to the student who best exemplifies the qualities that were prized by the renowned educator, Kurt Hahn, founder of several schools in the Outward Bound organization. The recipient will have an enthusiasm for every aspect of their schooling, in addition to a strong commitment to education outside of the classroom. The decanter is more than 100 years old and actually belonged to Mr. Hahn. It was kindly donated to the school by Mr. Norman Redcliffe, a friend to QMS, in March 2024. This year's winner is Maggie Preston. The Spirit of QMS is awarded to the student whose whole approach exemplifies the building of community and inspires those around them. This year's winner is Ripley Fox. The Cole McPherson Memorial Award. Taken from us far too young in November 2023, Cole epitomized everything about the notion of be yourself. He accomplished that while being a friend to so many and encouraging others to push themselves beyond the conventional limitations and to do more than they thought possible. This award will recognize an individual who shares Cole's zest for life and best mirrors his approach to the world around him. As Cole would have said, live boldly, live fully. This year's winner is Mateen Taghi. The Servite Fortiter Award. The recipient or recipients nominated by the head of school and the faculty must be outstanding citizens of QMS who have consistently set very high standards of helping others and serving the school community. This year's winner is Rui Wang. The Heads Award recognizes a superb level of commitment to QMS and is a wonderful example to others of living the purpose and values of the school. This year's winner of the Heads Award is Jason Cheng. Thank you, Mr. Robertson. I'd like to thank all those who presented today, as well as our STEM department for helping organize the awards over the last couple of weeks. And specifically for today in position, we had Mr. Saylor, Mr. Swannell, Ms. Horner, and Mr. Last. So thank you for your time today. We're now going to have a special performance in honor of someone who's sitting up the front. So please wait for a few moments and cast your eyes to this side of the building. Thank you. What a glorious sound that was. Ladies and gentlemen, led by Pipe Sergeant Dave Helmerson, this is the Cowichan Pipes and Drums. The tunes you heard as they entered the field were Scotland the Brave and Rowan Tree, that are often paired together. As they make their way behind the tent, they will play the green fields of Tyrol and the battles o'er. Then they will circle up and treat us to a rousing rendition of Highland Cathedral, Dave Robertson's favorite pipe tune. So now we will hear Highland Cathedral, and once they've finished playing Highland Cathedral, they will march out to the Bonnie Dundee and Steamboat tunes. Let's take a moment to acknowledge again the Cowichan Pipes and Drums. It's fabulous to have you here today. As the curtain falls on another school year, we bid farewell to our grade 12s who pass on the leadership torch to the current grade 11s. I'd like to highlight two of the grad class who've contributed wholeheartedly as school leaders, stretching their skill sets and guiding the prefect council along the way. Please could the head and deputy head prefects, Jason Cheng and Rui Wang, come forward to share their reflections with us.
Dear students, parents, faculty, and my fellow graduating class of 2025, it is an honor to stand before you as your deputy head prefect and speak on this very special day. Our high school journey started 5 years ago, years that at times felt like they'd never end, but somehow 5 years slowly became 5 months, then 5 weeks, 5 days, and now the last 5 minutes. Yes, this is a time filled with goodbyes, but also a time filled with growth, reflection, and so many new beginnings. Throughout our time here, one phrase we've probably repeated 1,000,000 times is, I can't wait. I can't wait for the weekend. I can't wait to be in grade 12. And lately for the grad class, I can't wait to graduate. But somehow, between all the awkward phases in grade 8 and now, time flew. We've all been counting down to something, treating time like a to-do list we can't check off fast enough. But now that we're here, maybe we realize we can wait a little longer. Reflecting on the last few years, I've come to realize that it wasn't about getting to the end, walking across the stage, or getting my diploma. It was about everything in between. The hallway laughs, the sports games, the late night study sessions, the weekend functions, the memories we didn't realize we were making. Whether it was shooting Mr. Emile with a water gun during chemistry class, relentlessly bullying Mr. Faber about his paper ball free throw average, or applauding Mr. Wong's free throw accuracy. Don't worry, Mr. Faber, Mr. Wong had 3 trash cans instead of 1. What I'll remember most aren't the grades or the deadlines. I'll remember the little moments. The moments when we were fully present, laughing with our friends or bonding with our teachers. Those are the moments that made high school memorable. I think as humans, we spend so much time worrying about the results. We always jump straight to, if we win this game, we'll make it to finals. Or even some of us saying, I have to get at least this percentage in chemistry class in order to go to university. Don't worry, I've felt the same way, but recently I have learned the importance of trusting the process and letting the results look after themselves. Before rugby provincials, Mr. Monroe said something that stuck with me. He said, you earn what you get and you get what you deserve. Simple yet powerful and goes beyond the world of rugby. In a world where we can't always control the outcome, we can control the effort we make, the work we put in, and the way we show up. This quote will continue to inspire me by reminding me that results come from trusting the process. Like the little things we do every day, the people we surround ourselves with, and the memories we choose to make along the way. So, to those of you who are lucky enough to still have time here, don't rush it. Don't wish it away. I know it's tempting to keep saying, I can't wait. But from someone who's now standing at the finish line, those moments you can't wait to get past, they're the ones you'll miss the most. Instead of counting down the days, count the memories. Instead of racing to the end, enjoy the journey along the way. And instead of worrying about the results, just appreciate the process. To my fellow graduates, thank you for being a part of my journey. Congratulations on everything you have accomplished. I cannot wait to see what you all do next and how you take on this new season of life. But just for today, let's all pause, look back from the finish line, reminisce on the memories we've made, and all say, I can wait a little longer. Thank you.
Wow. We're here. After 173 lively instructional days filled with intellectual immersion and extracurricular pursuits, we are finally here. Good morning, fellow Trailblazers, parents, members of the board, faculty, and staff. It's an extraordinary honor of mine to stand before you and to reflect on this monumental year. I've become quite sentimental in the past few weeks as I came to the realization that my time here is coming to an end. I spent a lot of time reminiscing about my myriad of experiences that have defined my QMS journey. And one intriguing thing that I noticed is that the end of many of these chapters was not like the final bow of our Mamma Mia musical, with DBR dressed in his gleaming emerald disco suit and in true 70s fashion, dancing to Dancing Queen. Only 70. It's true, these endings do not have the boo-ha, triumphant, and dramatic ends that I've imagined. My final Socratic seminar in Philosophy 12 culminated with the usual after-class Q&A with Mr. Holland. My final meeting with the CIFA team ended with the familiar rush towards third block. My final prefect duty at the Karen Quinn lunch line concluded with just another usual closing of the door. As I reflected upon more and more of these goodbyes, it appears that most things in life do conclude quite abruptly. Because, unfortunately, life is not a high school musical. There's no standing ovation to mark the significance of every moment that's passed. I realize that, rather, it's the ordinary moments, the ones that we take so for granted, that stay with us. Not because they end with a bang, but because they hold the memories that form our stories. In fact, these little moments, as we call them, are really the big moments in disguise. Take the QMS 7's rugby team, who were crowned this year's provincial champions. I'm sure their most memorable moments were not formed while celebrating their victories, but during their practices and in the locker rooms. Take the QMS filmmakers, who swept the film festival circuit at home and abroad. I'm sure they treasure the moments in the filmmaking process the most, whether it's capturing breathtaking images that light the fire of their cinematic joy, or witnessing the moment when non-sequential video clips are woven into enriching narratives. These things hold far more meaning than the 5 seconds on the awards podium. So if there's one thing that I leave with you, it's this. Don't wait to celebrate a destination. Instead, cherish every moment of the journey. Because let's face it, everything will eventually come to an end. There will be the last time that you hit that sacred turn it in button on Microsoft Teams. There will be the last time that you lock in for that math final while sipping a cup of medium iced latte from the fishbowl. And of course, there will be the last time that you relish the good old signature QMS pizza bagel, or perhaps the butter chicken. You missed that. And as a 2025 grad, I will miss that. Dear Trailblazers, it has been an absolute pleasure of mine to serve as this year's head prefect. I'm honored to have been a part of even just a small bit of your QMS journey. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and I cannot wait to see what tomorrow holds for our small but mighty community. Thank you.
I think the bar for the level of speeches from our Dep Head Prefect and Head Prefect is just continually being raised. Those were incredible words. Thank you. difficult not to be inspired when you hear voices like that. I have a couple of gifts actually for Rui and Jason to say thank you for their efforts for the school year. Please accept them as part of my appreciation for your commitment and relentless service to the school. And I'll now hand over to DBR.
Thank you, Ander. Thank you, Jason and Rui. Those were two of the finest student speeches I've heard for a long time. Well done. So the question is, will DBR make it through to the end of this day? Because it's been so emotional so far. Those of you who don't know me won't realize just how much I like the bagpipes. I know that's not a common thing shared among everybody. I think the best way of putting it for other people is that you know, what's the difference between cutting up onions and cutting up a set of bagpipes? Well, nobody cries when you cut up a set of bagpipes. I'll explain that to some of you later, okay? So what I would like to do now is thank the current school prefect group and invite them up to stand along the top grass step, please. Jason, Rui, the group. So from all of us, one more time to this fabulous group of young people, thank you so much for all your efforts to make QMS this year the best place that it could possibly be. Thank you. And now we look ahead. As I announce their successors, I will invite this group to present a prefect pin to the incoming school prefect group. And now to those who have that opportunity to take the concept of student leadership even further next year, I will call you up as a group, and please take your positions on the step below the current group and receive your prefect pins. Next year's prefects will be Andrew Bain, Sedona Bond, Ethan Chen, Hikaru Hanoka, Hannah Kodrick, Eliana Lindsay Graham, Kaylee McGregor, William McMillan, Sierra Preekshot, Mohammed Saeed, Yukari Stevenson, Jula Sun, Layla Walker, and Isabel Wan. Let's congratulate them, please. So next year's group is in the process of being pinned. I'll ask you all to stay in place while I announce the leaders of this group that you yourselves have chosen. Your Deputy Head Prefect for 25-26 school year will be William McMillan. And your Head Prefect for 25-26 will be Isabel Wan. Thank you, school leaders. You may make your way back to your seats. Mr. Monroe, back to the lectern.
Thank you, DBR, and their work starts shortly. I'd like to ask the incoming prefect group to linger near the tech tent after this ceremony. Your first service task is upon you, and Mr. Emile will have instructions. Thank you to everyone for your patience and support through this ceremony. We'll now have a chance to stretch our legs and lungs. The orchestra will accompany us, and the choir will lead us in singing the school anthem. Please see the lyrics in your speech day program. This was an original composition written for the centennial by Ms. Hounsome. Please stand. Thanks very much. Please have a seat briefly, and what a lovely final flourish there. Thank you to the orchestra and to the choir members, and to Miss Hounsome too. I'd like to wish everyone a well-deserved and relaxing summer break. It's been another excellent school year, and I've really enjoyed seeing the growth in so many areas, and I hope that everyone reflects fondly on their time this year in various areas of success. Before I pass over, could I request all trophy winners proceed to the arch at the end of the TLC, have any photographs that you'd like with your trophy before returning it to Ms. Horner. I know many of you will have family members here. For example, you might like to have a family photo. The graduation luncheon will be held in Glide Hall at 11:30 in about 25 minutes, which is for our graduates, their families, and the staff attending graduation. Lunch for our staff and grade 8 to 11 boarders who are still on campus will take place in Karen Quinn Hall at 12 o'clock. Please enter from the side door. I'll now call up DBR for his closing remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. I shouldn't really promise this, because when I do, I always break the promise. I was about to start by saying this could be one of the shorter DBR speeches that you've ever been subjected to. I know you'll be disappointed. No, seriously, I have only 2 tasks. I'll come to the second one in a minute, but the first one is thank yous. You know, an event like this is full of so many elements that are important to it. Sometimes there are even elephants at an event like this. That shows you what kind of week it's been. Emotionally drained. Seriously, I just want to thank Ms. Hounsome, who as always does a marvelous job with our musicians and our chorus and everything else. So band, choir, Ms. Hounsome, thank you. I want to thank Mr. Trafford, Mr. Shillito, and Mr. Baudry for dealing with the curveball of the sound problem earlier and for being so devout in trying to make this special. Thank you, you. If you haven't experienced the caterings team impact on today, you will very shortly. April Pringle and the catering team do such a fabulous job of looking after us and rise to the occasion whenever we create a special occasion. So thank you to them. I want to thank Kelsey McDaniel and the maintenance team who've just been buzzing around, moving tents, putting things up, taking things down, etc., making the place look absolutely first class. So Kelsey and the maintenance, thank you so much. I want to thank Maria Jones, whose work and organization is invaluable to Ander, and her handprint is all over this event today. So Maria, thank you so much again. Yeah, okay, no worries. By the same token, I want to thank Heather Bartfay and Jess Dobson, who again take these special events so much to heart that they unfold the way that we want them to. So Heather and Jess, thank you. You've pulled it off again. Another person that works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I would know this better than anybody, because when you have either the good fortune or the misfortune to be the head ZA, you have an awful lot to deal with. And Kim Ludvigsen has just, I want to thank her publicly. Obviously, I'm going to thank her privately, but I want to thank her publicly because she never gets much of the limelight, but she's always there. She's been a tower of strength for me in the last 5 years. Kim. I would like Mrs. Lynn Robertson, much to her embarrassment, to come up here. Yes, again. When you've been together for so long, you get used to not doing what you're told, as you know. So we have a great deal of trouble trying to respond to each other's instructions. Don't say anything, Lynn. Come on over here. Come on over here. So she's not going to have to give a speech because she hates that. And she doesn't have a job to do right now other than just keep me upright. But this is a team. And when you're, when you're doing this job and you're always trying to pretend that you're courageous and strong and all the rest of it, and then you come to emotional moments and you can't handle them. But that's okay too, because that's human. I always default to that line from a Latin poet who said, "There are tears and things that touch the human heart." And I believe that, and I live that. But I couldn't do this job, ever. I couldn't have done it for the 25 years I've done it without Lynn. So she's my confidant and just there all the time, supporting. So thank you, Lynn.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not saying anything.
Okay. So, enough of that. We're just about there, I promise. When you pour your heart and soul into something, to create something, to build something, you hope that your labors will be appreciated, that they will make a difference, and that those to whom you pass on the responsibility will honor your efforts by enhancing, improving, and taking everything further, making it all even better. It's a dream come true to be in that position with Andrew Monroe, the next head of QMS. The energy, the care, the passion, and the compassion are all there in abundance, as is that commitment to quality and to doing things properly. We saw it at Tuesday's ceremony, then again on Wednesday at that lovely event in the afternoon, and of course, once more with today's ceremony. Simply outstanding, Ander. Thank you for adding the sweet to the famous line, "Parting is such sweet sorrow." Thank you.
Can I go now?
Thank you. We're almost there. Before I ask the grad class to lead us out, there's a key word here, and it's in capitals. It's right at the end. Before I ask the grad class to lead us out, it is my pleasure to declare that the school year of 2024-2025 is now officially over. Thank you.
Grads, please walk off to the side of the tent and lead us out, and we will head off from there. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Dibia.